Hello everyone, this is Tina and I am super excited about recording this video because it is well overdue. Now, I will say the best part about being a travel agent and also about being a success coach, if you have a team of other agents, is that we don't have to train each agent. Now we have resources out there and other YouTube videos and TikTok videos and resources from the actual travel suppliers to help all of us get better at our craft. But I definitely wanted to record a video coming directly from me to help out and to add some additional tools to your toolkit. So this video will be about creating a group booking page on TravelJoy. Now, let me first start by saying, before you even get to this part of your group trip, you should have already taken care of getting all the details from your travel supplier. So you want to get a notepad and a pen, a whiteboard and marker, whatever floats your boat. You want to get some information down from that travel supplier, and whether you're using Vacation Express or Culture Holidays or Vax, whatever your preferred supplier is, you want to start there. That's step one. Start there. Pick your destination, pick your dates, pick your resort, choose multiple room types and price ranges, and I'd recommend no more than 3 to 4 room types just to make it simple for you and to not overwhelm you or your clients. And then you're going to write down all the information from that travel supplier, okay? So you're gathering all details about the trip, the resort description, the pictures that you want to download from that website or Google or Travel Advisor, whatever you choose, the prices, and then the add-on. So you're basically saving and copying all that information into your TravelJoy booking page, okay? So here we are now on TravelJoy to create the group booking page. So for starters, you want to look at that top left option where it says create, that red button where it says create. Click on that and then scroll down to where it says group. Now, let's start here, because I know folks really coin me as this Canva queen. No, I literally use templates. Now, I have gotten better over time by playing around with Canva, using a template, looking at YouTube for different resources, going into our main team page. All those things help, definitely. So you can create your own cover page. Now, let me just say, I'm going to actually hit cancel because I created this group Canva booking cover over time. Now, I've gone through some different options, okay? And how you change this photo is by clicking on settings over here, scroll down where it says trip photos, click that, and then you could drag and drop your photo. So as I said, I use that one from Canva. That's usually my default that I just started to just stick with, but it depends on how I'm feeling. And so, I have previous ones from that I played around with sizing, and that was a group trip going to Jamaica. And then I started off with this one as a simple ocean view. I've used this one before, right? So it kind of varies, but I have opened a few different tabs to show you guys a few examples. So if I know the person, then I will definitely stalk their page. I'll stalk their page, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, whatever have you, and then I'll save photos from their page. And I know the team laughs at me because I am a low-key stalker in all the good ways. So if I know the person that's booking with me as my client, then I'll use their photos, and then I'll go on Canva to create this nice, appealing, cover art. If let's see what I have here. So for this one was a mancation. I called it Jamaica mancation. I just found a picture on Google, you guys, a random picture. Also, there are already pictures saved and stored in that option for you to choose from. So you can either choose one of the default options or go find your own. What do I have here? This one I made on Canva. I just found a random picture for Mardi Gras, and then I added words on top of that as some cover art using Canva. Okay, and what was here? That one's a regular photo, probably from the supplier's website. A simple beach of Barbados. Just added it there, okay? And then what do I have here? Okay, yeah, that's my main one. Okay, so here we are. So we're going to go back, right? And we're going to start from the top. So you're going to click on create, then scroll down to group. Click on group, and then you want to give a name to your group. That one already has Canva group in there as an example. We'll just keep it. Let's just say, so here, I'll make one up right there. Chelsea's Cancun Getaway. So now you're going to choose your dates and identify your start date and your end date. Let's just go with February 17th through the 22nd, okay? In your description, you want to add there, add wherever they are going. And then you want to click on, so first you want to upload your photo. So say you want to choose your photo and upload it, then you can do that there. And then once you find your photo that you are happy with, then you will click on create group, that blue button right there. Oh, okay. Let me just say, let's say it's Charles. Maybe it's Charles. Charles Cancun into it. So now I want to hit create group. I put Charles, whatever. So y'all get the point. So what I want to say is these options here, right? Create a group booking page and then turn on group funds. You never, ever want to choose those options. You do not want to choose create a group booking or the option to turn on group funds. Now, these two options will give you the opportunity to use direct billing, and that is against our company's compliance policies for our host agency, okay? So you want to scroll over here and the far right, that blue button that says create, click on that. And then you want to choose the group booking page supplier. Okay, so you never want to choose any of those other options that has the word direct next to it, because as I just mentioned before, that is against our company's compliance policies. So we are never, ever, ever allowed to legally accept direct payments from our clients in regards to bookings, okay? So click on group booking page supplier. Now you want to create the name of the group booking page. So make it fun, right? Make it fun. So this, I'm going to call him Charlie. I love a good little nickname, okay? I love a nickname. So Charlie's Cancun Getaway, okay? Make it exciting. So, and then here in this portion here, that is going to be your description section. So that is where we are going to start building up our group page. Now on the left side of the screen, you'll see the description option there. And then we have pricing, where we will give the clients all of the different packages and all the prices to choose from. And then traveler info right there is where the client will input all of their information once they are ready to book with you. Okay, so back to this description box here. You basically want to use this as a guide. So use it as a template to guide you on what to type. You see where it says welcome to your group booking page, right? And then it has what's included in the trip, what's not included, the itinerary, and then the cancellation policy. So you want to just go ahead and start copying and pasting the information from your travel supplier, okay? That's why it's so critical for you to do your prep work with a supplier before creating your group booking page. So input what's included and then input what's not included in the trip. Typically, airfare and travel insurance will not be included in the trip if you want your clients to book their own flights. So that'll be dependent upon what you've chosen to book for your client or what they are requesting of you. And then in the itinerary, you want to be very descriptive when you're copying and pasting over info into this itinerary section. Now, if you've ever worked around different types of people, at your job or wherever you are in any kind of space with multiple people and personality types, then you know that it is always best to oversplain, okay? Oversplain all of your details of the entire trip. And this will help you alleviate any additional questions that may come up, so just do as best as you can by inputting every detail here. Now, I want to show you guys some examples of what I have inputted here. Let me see. So let me show you this one, okay? So here was a Mardi Gras trip, right? So the good thing about this description box area is that you can do with it as you please. So going back to it before I even show you that, you're able, if you look at this top bar here, you're able to edit it as you want. You can edit the font type, the size, the color of the font. You can add in photos and videos. You can add in hyperlinks to the page as well. I love to go on TikTok and add videos of a particular restaurant or a resort just to give my client a more visual appeal to the booking page. And I've also added on links, right? So website links. That's going to be for maybe excursions or tours. And that way I can show them exactly what's being offered in the trip just to help your client have all of the information all in one location. And to me, it's just really important to assert myself as knowledgeable in my craft and as I'm a prepared individual and that I think about all of those intricate details. So I definitely recommend, you don't have to get fancy if you don't want to. We all start somewhere, okay? So crawl before you walk. So you can just add on your details here and that would definitely be enough. Now, if you wanted to spice it up a little bit, you definitely could add on links and photos and some videos as well, even emojis. So let me show you some of mine. Just for example, now don't feel like you have to do what I do, okay? Do not feel obligated to overstimulate yourself or to overdo it. I'm definitely here to help out if you want to make it a more extravagant booking page. But if not, as long as you just get the information on the page, it's all that actually matters. Because folks don't even read anyway, if I'm being honest, okay? So again, I chose a nice Canva template that I found. I just literally went on Google, found this picture on Google. I uploaded it to Canva and added words on top of it. That simple. It literally is not anything extravagant. Just a simple, basic word art on top of the picture. So now I added on the welcome message here with the dates as well. I put a fun little, welcome message there just to kind of get the vibe already going. Now, in the portion where it says what's included in the trip is where I copied over the information from the supplier that I use. I think with this one back then, I used Vax. So just copy the information and just put what's included. Simple as that. Hotel accommodations where, I named the hotel. I gave them a choice of king or queen beds. And then I also mentioned the conference call that I would have with them prior to departure, okay? Here, I was a little bit extra and I went on Canva. I found a template that was already pre-made and I just plugged in my information just to create the itinerary. So you can either type that out on the main page or you can put it on a Canva template and then just paste that photo here. So you can play around with it to your expertise level and just see how you feel. Excuse me. I inputted the hotel information, check-in. You definitely want to input this right here where all rates are subject to change, okay? You want to have that everywhere because folks will definitely get upset about taking too long to book with you and then that price may change. So you want to always cover yourself and your business. I added on photos that looks a little bit weird because if you're looking at it from a phone format and then the computer format, you have to play around with it. So I was over it then. So I just went ahead and just posted it as it was because it is what it is. So I added a few photos there just for some visual effect. I added on the restaurants there. Now, mind you, this was very extra. Don't worry about doing all the things, but it was simple to just save photos from the supplier's website and just paste them here. It was really simple. What's not included, I put the flights, to getting to NOLA, meals and drinks, the round trip, airport. This right here was like a simple, just the hotel only kind of trip, okay? Now for the itinerary, I added on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then the policy there for cancellation, okay? And here again, all payments are non-refundable. So you want to make sure that you're looking at your travel supplier page, and just making sure that you annotate all of the pertinent info that you don't want your client to miss. And make that big, make it bright, you know what I mean? So that way they have no reason for any misjudgment, okay? What's this one right here? So this one was a Barbados girls trip, okay? And I added on photos from the resort. Beautiful photos, right? Nice and brightly colored. You want to choose bright photos. Pick something from the inside, right? So you have the inside, maybe a pool view, an ocean view, the outside view, a bird's eye view. Those are some great photos. Like, you don't want to just pick, 4 photos of just the room, okay? Get a good variety of photo options there. And I copied this straight off of the Vacation Express page. So I took the highlights. Now this one right here was definitely info overload. And this is like last year. I would definitely say less is more. Definitely give them enough to over-explain certain parts of it. But I would not worry about adding on every single detail of the trip, okay? My lesson to you. So I added on the itinerary where I took 1 photo, and for this trip, I actually got a little bit extra because I wanted to add on, a welcome dinner, and I had it themed where they had to dress in all white and gold, and so you want to, you'll basically know how to dictate how extreme you will or will not have to go depending upon your client, okay? I added on the 1 excursion, and so I ended up going with Viator, where I added on my self-booking link to this page to already have it there again in one location. So you know how you can add on photos and links? That came in very handy, where now your client there's no thinking for the client. You already gave optional activities there. They click on it, they pay for it, they can do the pay now or the book now, pay later option. It's a game changer with Viator, definitely. Look at that cute monkey. Okay. So now what's not included, right? Travel insurance, you can put transfers not mentioned, optional activities, gratuities. All that will be from your supplier page. Do you get the point now, right? So copying and pasting over. And you don't want to ever leave out anything from that policy for cancellation. Okay, so there's that portion as a few examples. What else do I have here? I'll just show you all this one too, just to give you guys a little. Did that one? Let me see if this one. I didn't actually book this one, but it still can be booked because it was a nice itinerary. So there we go. So preview that. And again, I just chose pictures from the supplier website. I use Vacation Express again, my favorite supplier, one of my favorites. And then I added on optional excursions there. Chose 1 quick photo just to give a visual of the excursion. Made the itinerary there. Now you may have a client who they don't want to actually have an itinerary. They actually just want to, kind of go with the flow. If that's the case, then you can definitely just add on your Viator booking link and just allow them to book whatever they want to when they want to. That will save you time from having this long drawn out itinerary. Just give them 1 link. There you go. Okay. So I'm going to go back now to where we were. So now you have a good multiple examples of what to put in your booking page. So you can either type it out here, what's included, what's not included, or you can make it on Canva. Maybe even I've seen folks make their template on Word document. And then on Word document, you will copy that and paste it here. So there are many different options to get to your final booking page, just however you see fit to your level and to your comfortability, okay? Let me see what else. Now, let's scroll down here because you've already got the point of the itinerary, okay? Now, this policy right here, this section is extremely important. You want to be very clear when identifying all of your policies for cancellations, okay? And typically it'll already be listed on your travel supplier's website. Now, this is very imperative, you guys, because we all know that life may life, which it tends to always do. However, in any case where your client has to cancel or reschedule or whatever have you, they'll know all their options listed here. Okay? And you can also break it down. Maybe you were using the vendor supplier and then a tour. So now each of those entities may have their own policy. So you want to definitely annotate that and make sure that it's definitely identified clearly in that policy, okay? So after you have completed your description, all that is already good to go. You already made your photos and your links and your font colors, all the things. Now you want to move on to pricing. So now your second step here is pricing. So with pricing, you want to identify the minimum and the maximum number of travelers per room. So we're talking about per room or per cabin if you're booking a group cruise, okay? So you want to always keep the number 1 in that minimum travel section, because in the case that you may have a solo traveler. Now, the booking options, I'll just put 2 here. Say we have maybe 2 max people in a room at the resort. So now the booking options section, this section talks about if the client wants to book the same dates or not. So I'll show you the options here. Travelers share the same dates. Travelers can book between 2 dates, and travelers can book specific dates I said. So an example of this would be, if your client wants to increase or decrease their days on the trip. Sometimes you may have a client who wants to fly into that location a day or 2 sooner. Or maybe they want to add on a day or 2 after the trip is already over, okay? Typically, we'll go ahead and put the share the same date option. Okay, now scroll over to that package section. Click on add package. Let that load. Now here, you want to name each package and you want to be very specific, okay? So I had examples here where it was, let's say it's double occupancy room, okay? Maybe it's an ocean view. Ocean view room, double occupancy. So there you go. So that way you name that package type in that description. Let me see it. So you would copy the same description from that travel supplier website. And I have some examples that I want to just copy over here. So I will copy this entire description. Okay, then I'll paste that here. We will remove formatting. So paste that there, okay? So for this one, this was for a girl's trip to Vegas. So I just inputted the price there. The package includes, the stay at the Aria Hotel, right? And it also included the party bus ticket and the 1 pool. So I will take off that part because that might confuse you guys. So that was a different type of trip, okay? So I'll go ahead and delete that part there and just have that there, okay? So because there's an option to add on additional options, okay? So we'll keep that here. This will include double occupancy for, $534.60 per person. You definitely want to add in that little portion there. That little blurb will definitely help you out in the long run. So you want to have that there. And then you want to choose whenever your deal will expire. So let's just go ahead and put in, let's just say the 31st of Jan, okay? Now you want to choose your pricing. choose your pricing. So plug in the total prices per person. This one already said, I think above I said $534.60. So we'll go ahead and put that in there. $534.60 per person. Okay. Now that deposit, let's say it was $100 deposit per person. And the final payment date. Now, let me go ahead and break this part down for a quick sec, okay? Because remember, you want to always set your final payment date well in advance of your actual payment date, okay? Now, if your travel supplier, let's say Vacation Express, they gave you a due date of, let's say, the 28th. So if that's the due date listed on the travel supplier, you actually want to, I would say 2 weeks ahead. I would say the 14th is due. I would say no more than a week or two before the actual payment due date. And I'll tell you why. Because you want to give yourself an ample amount of time to be able to check in with your clients and receive all the payments. They may have something going on. Anything can arise during that month. So it's a great practice to already give yourself a great buffer space to allow you to figure all that out. Okay, get it all squared away. All right, you have that there, and then you'll hit save. Now, the thing about this is that each package you will have to create over and over again, okay? Now, let's say we have someone going there on for a solo room. Remember, you want to always specifically annotate solo traveler. So I'll just put solo traveler, and then it's the ocean view. That way there is no confusion. You want to definitely differentiate between each package type to avoid any confusion. Now I'll paste that same info there, remove it, yes. Take off the extra stuff. Okay. And let's say that solo room, maybe it's like $634 probably, okay? And also, you can check this box here where it says quantity limited, because sometimes the resort or the cruise ship, they may have a set number of solo room types for you to book. So if you do, then you will check that box. And then let's say they give you 4 rooms for solo rooms, okay? Now, if you don't have a limitation there, then don't check that box, okay? Then you want to add on the date that this will expire, the 31st, okay? And then the price was, I said $634.60. Yep. And this will be there. All right. And then the deposit is going to be $100 still per person. Final payment, remember how we said you want to set it well in advance before it is actually due. Now you'll save it. Okay? Now you can see there. So you have 2 room packages. You can add on more packages if you want. Maybe you have different options that you chose. Maybe like a oceanfront view, maybe a garden view, double occupancy room. Add that all here with the packages, okay? Now let me scroll down. So the extra options, that you can click on that, and that will be for you to identify anything that is not already added in your package. So let's say I will paste it here, what I had earlier. Let's say that you are adding on the okay, let's say that we are adding on this package. This total for this package. The total for this package is okay. There we go. So now you have added extras, okay? So this section is to identify it could be a tour, maybe an excursion, whatever have you. You want to add that here. So I will name it the VIP party bus and pool party ticket. So I'll combine those two, okay? So now the price of that, let's just say it was, I don't know, $25, okay? Deposit the full price, okay? And then we'll put the same date there. Boom, save that. All right. Now, if you want to edit a particular section, if you need to, you can definitely do that. So on the right of your screen, you'll see that pencil option. You can edit that price or that whole entire package by hitting the edit pencil, okay? Also, you have the option to duplicate this or delete this if you change your mind, okay? So now we'll scroll down to the payment option, the payment details. So always make sure that your payment method says supplier here. Okay, big deal. If it says direct, then you'll have to delete this entire booking page and start from the very beginning. Okay, you want to always choose the group booking page supplier option. Now that box there, you can check that box if you would like. I definitely do because I have found that this option to create a monthly payment schedule has been very helpful, and it keeps you organized and all your systems in place. So I love that option. Scroll down. I do not mark off the travel insurance option because we have a preferred partner with Allianz, which is one of my top travel insurance suppliers, and they have a phenomenal commission rate. So I will use my own travel insurance and not through TravelJoy, okay? Now you're good there. And the good thing is that it'll always save periodically, okay? So you don't have to worry about trying to save it or, having to break away and come back to it. It'll always save periodically. So now that step 3, that travel info. So all of your proper forms are automatically generated here. And if you want to edit your forms, you can do so outside in your home section on the template option, okay? So you can edit the forms there, but it'll already populate everything for you here. Now, click on preview. So now that loaded, okay? And you just want to review all of your entire booking page, okay? So look over everything. Look for any spelling errors. Look for your prices, right? So confirm your pricing, that it all matches your notes from your travel supplier page, okay? Take a look at all of that. Scroll through it. Look at your packages there. Make sure it's already good to go. Your extra options are already there. And when you're scrolling down, this option here for the preview mode, this shows you exactly what your client will see. Okay? So it's so amazing because you're able to look at what they're doing. So if you hit, maybe your client might have 2 travelers going with them, right? So 2 total travelers. They'll be able to choose their option for their package. Okay, then they can go ahead and add on their extra options here as well. So maybe both of those travelers chose that top package for the double occupancy room, and now they want to have 2. Let's see, you gotta hit the option there and then choose your quantity. Oh, so I'm on the preview mode. So they'll be able to do all that once they're already in on their actual side of the house, okay? And then also, they'll be able to add on all their traveler information, okay? So I love it's already set up for you. Excuse me. And it even will send your client your credit card authorization form. So now they have their deposit already ready to be paid, or maybe the option to pay in full. That happens too on occasion. Okay, they'll add their card information there. They'll sign it digitally, and then you're all squared away. You have checked every box, okay? So I'm going to hit publish now. Let's hit publish there. All right, and then now it'll give you your link. It has been published. Your link has been generated, okay? So after you get your link, this page will actually show you every part of your details, okay? So again, let's say that you already published your page, but you want to edit it. Those top 3 dots there, click on that. And from there, you can edit, get your booking page link again. You can view your booking page. You can duplicate, which is an amazing option because you will be able to easily create another booking page for a different trip and client. Now, getting your booking page link, you can use this link then to be able to you can copy it, then you can send it over to your clients via text. Maybe you can add it to your social media page if you're promoting your group trip. You can email it to a client. Your client can then email it to their friends and family. It's just nice and easily automated, and I love that for all of us, okay? Now, say you log out and then you're logging back in from the very beginning, okay? Say you're logging in, you're signing in, it's a day or 2 later, and you want to edit that entire page. So how you get back to your booking page is you want to go here to your dashboard, scroll down, find where that last page is, click on View Group, then click on Group Files. And now you're back on that same page, okay? So that top 3 dots and then edit right there. There you have it, folks. Come in here, edit it as you please. You want to maybe you found some more photos you want to add to it. Maybe you want to change the font type, the color, whatever you want to. You can definitely change that at any point in time. And your link will never change. That's amazing as well. You want to preview it again and then republish, okay? So I love that. So that is all for me for now. And hopefully you got some great information on how to create your group booking page on TravelJoy. If you have any further questions, reach out to me. I am happy to help. Safe bookings, safe travels to your clients, and much success. Bye.